Hello and welcome to Parkview High School here in Springfield, Missouri. It's the Parkview Vikings taking on the Nixa Eagles. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Evan Brett. We're so excited to bring you this stream here tonight. The Eagles heading in this game are 15-2, and the Vikings are 4-14. Big difference in records, but it was the same last night in Joplin. This is a back-to-back days with games here for the Eagles. And last night at Joplin, you know, very different records, but Joplin came out firing. Parkview's going to have to do the same.
Just hasn't been able to win.
Nixa will start off with the ball here. Sorry, I was just messing with some audio things there. We got it all fixed. McKnight fades away and puts up a shot that'll fall for Nixa's first points of the game.
But, you know, like you said with Joplin, they come out hot, and that's what kind of surprised the Eagles. A 16-8 run to start the game, but luckily they got it back on track after the timeout. But if you're Parkview, you're going to have to come out firing. You're going to have to figure out a way to generate some offense, and that's one way to do it.
Yeah, good take there. Cordell Davis using the right hand through traffic. Davis actually used to go to Nixa in his earlier years of high school. Moved to Parkview 1 or 2 years ago. I believe it was a sophomore year and now a junior, one of the leading players on their team. McKnight fires a three. It misses, and it's going to be off the hands of Kellis out of bounds. Parkview basketball.
But, you know, just looking at Parkview, it's just so much youth. I mean, a lot of them are almost every single one of the starting lineup are juniors, and that's definitely something to look out for next season. You know, you haven't had the season that you wanted, like you said, 4-14. They've started off 0-9, started to get back on track, won 4 straight, and they haven't been able to get one since. Just they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of young, you know, athletic players that could be very good in the future.
Davis comes off a screen, gives it to Fernandez. Fernandez is another guy that moved here to Parkview. He used to go to Willard. Pull-up free from Davis is off the mark and rebounded by Kellis. Kellis gives it over to Smith. Pass inside for McKnight. 3 Vikings on him, and it's stripped away by Cordell Davis. Davis moving down the court, floats up a shot, won't go. Kellis cleans the glass, and Nixa runs down the court in transition. It's Flint. Double team brought on by Hampton. Miller finds an open shot and knocks it down. Miller actually in the starting spot for Colt McCoy. He will not be playing tonight.
You know, we've seen Miller step up in, you know, a lot of ways this season. He really wasn't a big factor in the lineup to start, but as of late, he's really become that 6th man and now into that starting spot. He's just, you know, he adds some size to that lineup. We've seen, you know, outside of McKnight and McCoy, there's not a lot of size to this team outside of, but adding him to this lineup, you know, they can match up a lot better against the bigger teams. He's a very consistent player.
Flint knocks down the three-pointer there. He got going yesterday, finished the game with 18 points. There, knocks down his first shot of the day.
And whenever Flint gets going, I feel like Nixa is at their best. We saw him against Marquette, kind of got cold. Really wasn't shooting the ball a lot, and we needed him to. And every time I believe he scored more than 15, they won.
Fernandez stop and pop, won't go. Flint gets the rebound after it's tipped around, and Davis will guard him coming down the court. Fernandez now on his hip, driving in. Isaiah Hampton tried to take the charge, but he'll just finish right over him. And timeout called by the Parkview Vikings. 5-9, the Vikings trail the Eagles by 4 with 4:44 left in the first period. We'll step aside. Returning from the Parkview timeout, Nixa in a full court press. Vikings trail by 4 and throw it away there.
And you can't have a lot of turnovers against a team like Nixa. You have to be able to control that turnover battle, which I don't believe has happened this season. I mean, even in the games that they've lost, they've been able to generate turnovers. A lot of times they'll be able to generate them, like against Marquette. They were generating a bunch of turnovers, couldn't score off them. And just right there, you have to be able to limit those points off turnovers, and that's something that Nixa does so well.
Kellis hits the 3 there. Another 3 made for Nixa, their second of the game.
And that's something you would have. I mean, they've struggled all season from 3. I mean, these past couple games have definitely done a lot better. Flint has been able to start getting the jumper going. We've seen Smith knocks him down. Kellis is getting his confidence back in it.
Davis drives, kicks, was looking for Fernandez, but he relocated higher up on the arc, so it'll be thrown out of bounds.
And, Davis and Fernandez, I mean, Davis definitely a bigger body guard, about 6'2", 6'3". He just does a great job of lowering his shoulder and getting into his defender. He's not going to wow you with his speed, but he definitely can use his strength to his advantage.
Miller, good rebound down low and puts it back up for the layup. 14-5 now in favor of the Eagles. Fernandez will bring it down for Parkview, now crossing the timeline.
Parkview going to need to get something going. It feels like almost all their points have come from transition, and just they're going to have to play a lot faster.
Hampton pulls up from 3 off the back iron, fought 4, tipped out, and in the hands of Davis. Davis picks up his dribble, gets it back. Completely slowing it down now. Coach taking over here. Cordell comes off the screen. Now Hampton swung over for Ethan Fernandez. Parkview running the clock down here.
And that's what
looking for the best shot. Fernandez floats the one up way short. Smith saves it, and it'll be Flint with the ball in his hands. He finds Kellis down the court. Kellis in the near corner, guarded by Davis, pulls a 3, too strong, and Hampton will clean the glass.
And we're watching Davis slow it down. We've seen a lot of teams take that approach with Nixa. Nixa liking to play fast and off momentum. If you can just slow it down and play at your own pace, and take as much time off the clock each possession as you can, because there's no shot clock. And we've seen a lot of teams take a minute and a half just to get a bucket, and it can slow Nixa down.
That ball is off Davis's leg, and it'll be Nixa ball. Jalen Liddell checks into the game for the Nixa Eagles.
And with McCoy being out and Miller in the starting lineup, we're going to see a lot of subbing, I believe. And we'll see people like Ajayi come in. Get Miller, as I say that, he's coming right into the game. I mean, they're just going to be working around this bench.
Fernandez gets the steal, now in the hands of Hampton. Kicked right back out. Flint wraps around and pokes it out of bounds. So it'll stay Viking basketball. 1:56 left in the first. Vikings still only with 5 points. Davis will be the trigger man. Looking for Fernandez off the screen. Hits Hampton instead. Drives baseline. Liddell brings the arm down and fouls the senior. He will head to the free throw line.
That's what they're going to have to keep doing. Running aggressive. Outside of his first couple minutes, they haven't been able to get anything going. And you're just going to have to keep attacking the Eagles.
Hits the first free throw there. Second one rims out, and McKnight gets the rebound. Going into starting lineups, they have middle names on the roster, and whenever they were calling the Eagles starters, I think they messed it up a little. They didn't say Adam McKnight. I believe said Jonathan McKnight. His middle name's Scott on here, so I don't know what they were looking at over there.
I know I heard it. I was a little confused.
I mean, if you heard it on the broadcast, go to yours, because that confused me a lot. I was sitting there wondering who Jonathan was. Davis working inside, picks up his dribble, looking for anyone, finds Fernandez near the Viking logo at center court. Fernandez comes off the screen from Christman, and foul called, moving screen. Nixa ball with a minute left. Flint. Now Liddell feeds it inside for McKnight. High post, working inside. And a blocking foul called on Isaiah Hampton.
A little bit of later call. He didn't coach it like that. But I did believe it was the right call.
I think just the argument is, if you're not going to call it when it happens, why even call it? So we'll say it's shooting. McKnight going to the free throw line. Knocks the first one down. You know, looking at the Vikings, I was looking at their games won for them. They've won 4, and all 4 of those games came after a 0-8 or 0-9 start. They won 4 in a row, and then just recently, in the past month or so, they've just been on a losing streak ever since then. But, you know, against those better teams like Kickapoo, you know, those are top teams in the state. But Lee Summit West, at the beginning of the year, they only lost by 12, you know. Central, they lost by 15. You know, these other teams, they're not getting blown out, and I think that's just the lack of experience, like you said. And they just need to figure out how to close out games.
And it just seems like they're going through those growing pains of having, you know, all those younger guys. You know, we've seen it. You know, Smith, he's starting to come alive in these past few games. He's definitely been playing a lot better. But, you know, we saw him have growing pains. And I feel like that's what Parkview's experiencing right now, and just looking towards next season. You know, once those kinks are all out, you know, everyone's kind of confident in their game. I feel like they could be definitely formidable. And just looking at a team that they beat Glendale. I mean, we saw Glendale get 3rd in the blue and gold, and they're definitely a young, good team. We could see another young team that could be great next year.
Flint with 2 seconds left. Now Liddell at the buzzer, lets it fly in, knocks it down from range. Jalen Liddell at the buzzer, able to nail the 3-point attempt, and we'll make it 20-8 at the end of the first. The Eagles up by 12, heading into the second. Vikings basketball to start the second quarter. They trail by 12.
They're going to figure out ways to generate offense. And they're trying to get downhill. They're trying to drive the ball in. And they'll turn it over or just be completely stopped by Nixa.
Trying to go for the charge again, and no question on that one. Hampton was late. Flint, though, on the ground still. Slow to get up. He's helped up by his teammates.
Just took a hard fall. Might have landed on Chess could have gotten the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
He's able to get up and head to the free throw line. Still bent over a little. First one is good for Flint. Flint, the leading scorer so far in the game. He has 6 points. That early three, a layup, and now this free throw. Second one rims out. Miller fighting for the rebound, but Parkview will bring it down. Davis, full court press by Kellis. He'll swing it over for Fernandez.
And you know, with Parkview not being able to score, just looking over the bench, a lot of their key players out of the game. I mean, Easton Nash, Davion Duncan, we saw him in that dunk contest, a very athletic forward. You know, this just kind of seems like they've been missing them. They definitely make an impact with Easton. He's definitely a bigger guard. He does get into you. And they're both juniors. I mean, there's just so many juniors on this team.
Davis, hands off for Allen. Now Fernandez pulls the trigger from range. Can't hit. Miller rebound, now given to Smith. Smith thought about the corner. That was interesting shot. I think that might have been a travel.
I mean, that
or a double dribble.
Had to be something, but
yeah,
no call.
Not legal. It didn't look like it from up here. We're in the top of the stands, though, so it can be very different down on the court. Davis dumps it off for his teammate, Oliver Ginrett, who can't hit, and Flint fouled on the back tip from Davis.
And I feel like they're at their best when they're in transition, but they're just not capitalizing. Just all their points are coming from transition. And you know, Davis with a good pass, and they couldn't get the finish.
Now here's Davis giving to Fernandez. Fernandez working inside on Oath. Good defense from Miller down low. Oath will bring it down for the Eagles. Giving inside, McKnight tried to pull up, but is tipped away. And Fernandez will have possession.
Yeah, we'll often see him do that. That's definitely his hot spot. He likes to sit in that high post, low post area and just go to work.
Fouled going up hard. It's Avion Allen, the sophomore. You know, and I think that's something Parkview's going to have to do. Go inside, you know, get fouled. If not, then go score at the rim. But if you get fouled, you know, you're headed to the free throw line. It's going to be the easiest way for them to get points.
And without, you know, their bigger guys, Davion, you know, he's definitely in there. But they don't have a lot of size. I mean, they have Chris Smith. He's listed at 6'7", but he's not, you know, just looking at warm-ups. They don't even have him sit outside. He's definitely, you know, not good at spacing the floor. It kind of makes them kind of clog the paint a little bit. They have to run a zone when he's on the floor.
Miller to Smith now. McKnight, free throw line, pulls the shot off the rim. And Allen will bring it down. Davis will bring it up the court slowly.
And Crispin, they need to get the ball inside. That's what they've been missing, and hopefully he can, you know, give them that ability. I mean, that's off the roll. They could definitely look to him. He's a big guy.
Fernandez hits the three at the top of the arc. Makes it 11.
Finally can get something going. Their offense definitely looking a little bit better in the second quarter. If they can keep making Nixa make mistakes, Nixa not hitting their shots, you got to run.
You got to stop him first, though. Kellis on fire this game. 2 for 2 now or 2 for 3, excuse me, from 3.
And, you that's something you want to see. Nixa being able to find the space to that floor. And if they can do that later down the line against the better teams like Kickapoo and all, then they can have that inside and outside presence that they've been missing with Seth's absence. Talking to him yesterday, he's going to be back within 3 to 4 games, and he's definitely going to be a big piece to this Nixa team.
Pressing comes into the game for Nixa. Quick inbound pass. Kellis left wide open. Fortunate, though, for Parkview, he missed. McKnight caught up under the basket with Chrisman on the rebound.
Chrisman, you got to get that rebound. He's by far the bigger player, but McKnight being able to muscle his way through him and get that board.
Smith inbounds, was looking for Kellis. How much Smith has gotten better, just the one thing is turnovers. I mean, they died down a bit, but some of them just make you scratch your head.
And, it's just it comes with that youth. It's only a sophomore. He's been asked to step up into that role for sites. And, you'll see him just kind of try to do a little bit too much occasionally, try to make that flashy pass or that big-time highlight play, and you just don't need that.
26-12, timeout was called. Parkview, though, they're definitely having it hard this year, though. They had a big senior class last year, but unlike Nixa retained some starters. They lost almost every single one. So they are definitely building from the ground up. They have, like you said, they have a lot of juniors, so they're going to have another big senior class in a couple of years.
But they're just going to have growing pains for a couple of years. I mean, once this 2027 class is gone, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. So a lot of their best, that would be almost their entire 2024-2025 roster gone.
Fernandez kicks, one more to Davis. Davis working inside, fouled and one. With the left hand, Cordell Davis will head to the free throw line for a possible 3-point play.
And there you go, Davis finally getting inside. He likes to do a lot, hasn't been able to get it going today. He needs to play physical, try to get to that free throw line, lower his shoulder. He's probably going to have someone like Smith, like Kellis, like Preston. If he can get a mismatch, he has to go inside every single time.
Kellis left open again, can't hit. Miller, though, offensive rebound, just swirls out for Miller, but
that was just unlucky.
He'll still head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Miller with 4 points so far this game. It's Christman's second foul. He's kind of their only bigger body down low with Davion Duncan out.
But the only problem with that is he's not the most athletic guy, and Nixon's been able to take full advantage of that. Getting in transition, they've been horsing him on the rebounds. He's going to have to use his size to his advantage, put a body into somebody, and get them out of the way.
Flint being helped with by the trainers currently. Hope he's okay. Miller makes the second free throw. Just over halfway through the second quarter. Pretty low scoring so far between these two teams. You'd think how dominant Nixa's been against other teams this year, they'd be up more. But, slow first halves has just plagued them.
And we've seen that so many times, especially against a team like this. These past few games, I feel like they have not played their best basketball. They started with Marquette. They just weren't getting much going. And they got to play more as a team. You'll just see one person try to do too much. And going down the line, it's going to hurt you. That kick-up-who's going to expose you for that. If you can't be able to stretch that floor, get some three-pointers going, and you're one-dimensional, they're going to expose you.
Travel called at the top of the key You know, the slow first half, too, also affected them against Marquette, because that's, I think, one of the main reasons why they lost that game, because once they got going in the second quarter, I mean, Marquette couldn't score on them, but then they had a slow first half.
And slow third, and then eventually towards the end of that game, they just looked so tired. It just looked like there was nothing that they could do, and Marquette had fresh legs. I believe they played almost their entire bench. And Nixa only played with Miller.
McKnight off the back iron on the first free throw. Couple subs in for Parkview as well. Second one good for McKnight. McKnight from the line this year shooting 51%. Just the team as a whole kind of free throw percentage is down, except for Flint.
But that is an improvement for McKnight. I believe he started off around 30%. It's gotten a little bit better, but still 51 is not a number you want to see.
Good rebound from Allen over McKnight and puts it back up.
And you know,
4-2.
Them getting off to a slower start, it looked like it's going to be another blow, but they've definitely battled back. I mean, looking at their coach, he is yelling, he's commanding this defense.
Davis all up on Smith, pokes it away, now loose ball. Davis hits the deck. Smith is able to get it back in his hands, and Miller will bring it down for Nixa after all that. Now Smith back with the ball, hop steps into the shot, which rims out. It's a tough shot for Smith. I don't know if
that's the shot that they needed to take, but I just want to credit looking over at Parkview's bench. I mean, multiple coaches getting up and yelling at players, telling them where to go, what to do, and they're very passionate.
Davis gives it back for Allen. Allen floats it up just off. Kellis is able to handle the rebound, and Smith throws it up for Preston. Preston pulls it out and gives it back to Ty Kellis. Now Preston again, three-pointer on the way and just misses. Tough fall. McKnight's able to score. A tough fall for Timothy Lawson. But it's okay.
Good hustle play from Miller right there, being able to keep his balance and just get it right back to McKnight's hands.
Fernandez splits the defense, kicks for Davis. Davis, off-balance three, won't fall though, off of Miller's foot. Isaiah Hampton with a good hustle play.
It looked like Davis wanted a foul right there, just kind of flew to the ground. Couldn't get it called, but like you said, it's a great hustle play, being able to get the ball back in your hands.
Hampton gets the inbound, looking for a foul, can't get it. McKnight stolen away by Hampton. Here's Davis coming down the court. Going up on Miller and one. Finishes through the contact on Cameron Miller with a free throw. He can cut it to only a 10-point lead.
You know, this team definitely likes to play momentum a lot like Nixa. They're starting to get going. Nixa kind of has gone cold these final minutes. And just credit to Parkview being able to battle back. They only had 5 in that first quarter. And ever since then, they've been on a hot streak. I mean, Davis and Fernandez are carrying the load offensively and defensively. They're doing a great job forcing turnovers, not letting them get the ball inside and not getting the shots that they want.
Davis is able to hit the free throw. 33.7 left in the second. Smith swings it up for Preston. Pulls it out for Kellis. Right back. We're going to try to hold it here for the last shot, I assume. McKnight gets it at the free throw line. Can't finish the layup. Gets his own rebound, but fouled shortly after.
McKnight was sitting there so many times lowering his shoulder and be able to get somebody to make somebody miss, and then they have to. Again, he'll just wait. He'll be patient. He'll wait for them to jump into him, and then he'll just draw the contact for the foul.
First free throw falls for McKnight. Second one on the way in, good as well. McKnight up on Davis. He will get the ball, 15 seconds left. Davis bringing it down, McKnight guarding up on him, and foul called on Adam McKnight.
McKnight there just kind of pressing up, but
just kind of picks up a foul, being a bit aggressive, trying to set a tone. Davis trying to get open, and they will throw it his way. He's able to corral it over McKnight, but picks up his back foot there, and a travel.
McKnight doesn't seem to do that a lot this year, all over the main ball handle, and Davis, he's able to force it.
Nixa with 4.8 on the clock, up 12. Trying to get a quick shot here. High inbound, McKnight fading away. Just can't hit it though. Rebound fought for a round, and no other shot will go up. And I think that's a win there on that last possession for Parkview.
And I feel like it's a win on the quarter. They were able to hold Nixa to very little points, and we're kind of being able to come back. They can carry in that momentum into the next half. It could be a bit much closer ball game, but like you said, they turned it over, but we're able to. And that's a shot that they'll live with. McKnight from almost from three-point land, pulling a mid-range fade. Might not have been the shot right there.
32-20. Nixa leads by 12 over the Vikings. Vikings just hanging on here. Going into the second half. We will see you in just a moment. Back for the second half here at Parkview High School in Springfield, Missouri. The Eagles hold a 12-point lead over the Vikings right now. Vikings just holding on, and they're going to want to stay within this range on the scoreboard if they want to have a chance of winning here. Joplin had the same thing yesterday. Last night they were within 7, and then Nixa went on like a crazy 30-10 run in the third quarter.
But a big difference is the way that Parkview finished the quarter and Joplin did. Joplin was completely flat and cold at the end, and Parkview was leading it. They were definitely leading the charge at second. And credit to the coaching, they were really getting into it. They were commanding that defense, which allowed them to get a bunch of steals. And we saw Davis starting to get it going. Davis and McKnight were going over all night.
Here's the inbound to McKnight. Davis on him now, like you just said. Going right into him. Double team brought on and foul called. Foul goes to Xavier Allen of Parkview, number 30. Excuse me.
That's definitely an interesting matchup with, Davis and McKnight if it keeps going. Davis definitely a bigger guard, but McKnight definitely a stronger player.
Kellis somehow gets open. 3 guys on him, but finds a seam and pulls up, knocks down the jumper. Davis will bring it up the court, give it over for Hampton, now in the hands of Allen.
And that's a matchup I feel like Davis would like. Smith, definitely a smaller guard, and they just get him the ball.
Fernandez with another and one here for Parkview. They're kind of living off those right now. They haven't been able to knock down the 3-point shot, but, I said it. They got to attack, head to the free throw line. You're not going to miss every single layup, so they're going to hit some of them, and so far, that's what's kind of carrying them here.
And they're going to need some momentum. They're going to get the bench into it. Those N1s, they've already had 2. You're going to have to knock down your free throws, but like you said, getting downhill is definitely something that they do well, and they're going to knock down that 3-point shot, but getting inside is going to be the move.
Parkview looks like kind of in a 1-3-1 type of defense here. Flint pulls up off the back iron. Kellis grabs the long rebounds. Foul called on Davis. It's his first foul. Flint. Top of the key. Now on the wing, picks up his dribble, finds Kellis in the far corner. Kellis spins, puts up a shot, and he'll find the bottom of the net. It's 10 for Ty Kellis now.
Kellis just rotates that dunker spot so well. He just kind of sits that corner dunker spot, rotates sides, and he can just get himself wide open.
Hampton fires the 3, it won't go. McKnight brings down the rebound, double teamed, and gets out of it. Maybe an extra step there. And then fouled on the other end shooting.
There's not much you can do down low. Just don't have a lot of size in the game, but them running a much faster lineup, trying to get turnovers and get in transition. They're lacking the size category. Davis, their tallest player, and he's up top. And now you're seeing the absence of Duncan. He definitely could have been someone that matched up with McKnight super well. He's around 6'5", 6'6". He's extremely athletic, has long arms, and he would have been someone that could have guarded McKnight tonight.
McKnight misses both free throws. On the other end, Hampton can't get that to fall, but Xavier Allen gets a foul called on him on the rebound, his 3rd foul.
And you're going to need to get that to fall. Like you said, they're going to have to keep attacking up that dribble, but if they can't, hit their legs when they put in those opportunities when they have them.
Two minutes into the third, Nixa's already in the bonus. Miller hits the first free throw. I think the same thing happened last night in the third quarter. There was whole first half, not many calls fouled. We could have a third, and Nixa 5 fouls so early in the half. I think it was a minute 30 in the half yesterday.
And they just do such a great job of getting into the defenders. They're patient when they get someone to jump. They jump into the defenders. A lot of times we see them draw passes by throwing their head back. We've seen McKnight do it tonight. And they do a good job of getting to the free throw line. Just have to be able to knock it down.
Davis driving in on Smith, and foul called on Braylon Smith. I think he just didn't beat him to his spot there as the defender if you bump him there late.
And Davis definitely have to keep taking advantage of that. Smith is only around 5'9", 5'10", and if they could just kind of clear out for him and let him go one-on-one, he's going to be able to win that matchup most of the time.
Fernandez catches the pass, gives it back for Hampton. Lawson picks up his dribble, looking for anything, and timeout called by the Parkview Vikings. Full timeout, so he will step aside. 38-22, Nixa leads by 16. Back from the Vikings timeout. Parkview ball here. Smith all up at Hampton's grill. Hampton will get it back though. Now in the hands of Davis. Davis guarded by Flint. Trying to run off a lot of dribble handoffs here. Work this defense. Fernandez gets a three. A little contest there from Kellis. Puts it off.
And that's something that they've definitely had an absence of, is three-point shooting. They're almost scoring exclusively from end-one finishers who are just finishing around the rim. If they can get that three-point shot to go, that's going to be big time in this.
Fernandez just throws it right into the defense. McKnight misses the open floater. And Davis will get the rebound.
And just right there, using your body maybe a bit of better option. Just kind of go into it. To Davis. I normally isn't shy away from contact. I don't know why he didn't do it there.
Davis working inside on Flint. Going right into the contact and is fouled. It's something Davis has done a good job at tonight. Going to the free throw line, drawing those fouls.
And keeping the ball away right there. I mean, it looked like the two Eagle defenders seemed like they might have gotten blocked, able to adjust his angle, almost was able to get it to go.
Davis hits the second one as well. 14-point lead now for Nixa. Davis, first Viking to enter double digits with 10. Liddell working it around now. Flint. Kellis. Far wing, snatches back, driving inside on Hampton, and foul is called while he's driving inside. Nixa once again in the bonus, so Kellis will shoot 2 free throws.
And that's something that is going to hurt Parkview. Every time that Nixa gets fouled, they know that they're going to go to the free throw line, so they're just going to keep trying to draw things.
Davis is able to knock both down. Davis driving inside on Miller and is able to get the finish all the way to the hole. That was a good take.
And he's been doing, carrying the load for them. He's at 12. He's talking most of the game. He's definitely showing his skills. He's able to handle the ball really well. He uses his size to his advantage. It's all right there. And Miller definitely a taller, bigger guy. But he's always his shoulder and creates space. And he has great body control.
Yeah, full timeout called by Parkview right after that Cordell Davis bucket. So we will step aside. Vikings still hanging in, only down by 14. Returning from the Viking timeout, it'll be Nixa basketball with 3:47 left in the third quarter. They hold their lead, but have only extended it by 2 so far up to this point. McKnight driving inside, fades away from the short corner, and he's able to hit his shot. They are definitely missing Davion Duncan. Watching him play, he's definitely an athletic guy, about as tall as McKnight, 3 on the way off the mark. But, it just seems like they don't really have a guy to guard him. Davis rises up for... He rose up for the block. It looked like it was all ball, though. Got him with his body. And technical foul given to Cordell Davis. He must have said something because
I didn't see him. He just looked like he was a little upset over the foul. Didn't seem like he said anything crazy.
Whatever happened, it had to be something said because he didn't bounce the ball or anything. Miller was fouled though, so he'll shoot his 2 free throws. Goes 1 for 2. Randy will shoot the technical free throw. Flint hits the technical free throw. Second one just misses for Randy Flint. So in total, Eagles go 3 for 4 from the line. And it will stay there, basketball.
But like you were saying, with the absence of Duncan, it just doesn't feel like they have anyone that can match up with McKnight. I mean, Chris Minnie's big enough, but he's not fast enough. He plays a little soft. McKnight was taking full advantage of him, and they just don't have someone that can match up with him super well.
Here now with Davis out, they're going to be putting smaller guys on McKnight. Kellis able to hit the 3 from the far corner.
And he's on fire tonight. 15, the leading scorer for Nixa. He's been super efficient doing it.
Good pass out to Hampton from Fernandez. Unloads the 3, no good. McKnight gets the rebound there.
And they've been missing that shot. They haven't even been able to hit 1 tonight.
McKnight getting it near the free throw line. And travel called. Must have picked up the back foot there.
Checking for Parkview number 21, Julian England.
And, it's going to be interesting offensively with him out. And so far, they haven't been able to get anything going. Just kind of throwing up shots from three, but they haven't been falling on it.
Liddell, good pass inside for McKnight, who's fouled from behind by Isaiah Hampton.
And there's just not much you can do there with, without Davis, their tallest player outside of Crispin, but there's no one to really match up in the contestment there.
Coming in for Nixa. McKnight unable to hit the first free throw. McKnight 1 for 2 from the line, hits the second one. 22-point lead now for Nixa. After this little run they've went on here late in the third. Parkview working it inside and one for Isaiah Hampton.
And they're going to want to go on a run right now. We saw it. If they can get something going in this fourth, get some momentum bringing it in. If they can score like they did at the end of that second and play defense like they did, they could potentially make a comeback. They're going to need Davis when he gets back in the game to start getting going. Maybe use that tech as fuel to.
Just under 2 minutes now, 19-point lead for Nixa. Liddell swings to the corner. Kellis, pass tipped away by Fernandez. He'll get an open layup on the other end. And, I think that's just a long pass, hung in the air too long.
But I was just saying, Fernandez, he was flying down that court, definitely fast. And he was able to slow himself down right before he jumped. That was impressive.
Oath kicks it back out for Liddell. Liddell over to Flint. Eagles working it around the arc. One step in from Liddell, and his jump shot is pure from just inside the arc. Fernandez setting the offense. Gets the switch on to McKnight. Pulls up over McKnight. Too strong on the three. Though it's tipped right back out to him. Hesitation. Floats it up and in. Ethan Fernandez, he has 12 now.
And, they're starting to get going. You're going to want to bring some momentum into that fourth. And exactly how you run in the corner. If they can get maybe a stop here and get another bucket, that'd be big time.
Flint the three on the pass from McKnight, and foul called on the rebound. A little bit of a tie up there down low. It's the fourth foul on Isaiah Hampton. So McKnight will go to the free throw line again. Not enough power on the first one from McKnight.
With a bucket and just take your last shot. You got to get the ball in bounds.
Inbounded and in the hands of Hampton. Now Fernandez, less than 30 seconds. Fernandez coming off the screen, lets the three go. Long rebound. Was tipped, so he can't get it in the backcourt. Hampton now with the ball, 12 seconds left, driving baseline, kicks out Fernandez. 8 seconds now, Liddell guarding Fernandez, takes the screen from Crispin. Oath comes up on the double team, kicks to the corner, three-pointer on the way and off the mark for Parkview. They trail now after Nixa explodes there at the end of the third. They trail by 18, 51-33. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment. Nixa leading by 18 here at the start of the fourth quarter. Big third quarter from them for the second night in a row. Davis back in the game for Parkview. Him and Fernandez both of 12. They combined for 24, they're 33. Here's Fernandez driving inside, blocked by Kellis, but I think the foul is going to be on man on his hip. Yeah, Liddell.
And someone that Parkview definitely misses, Davis being able to come back in the game after his tech. And if they're not completely out of it, down 18, but they're definitely a streaky team. If they can, get a couple turnovers, get some momentum building, knock down some threes, which they haven't been able to do, this offense is becoming a lot better.
Davis hits the second free throw. Liddell with the balls. Crosses it over for Flint, now Smith. Cross-court pass, Liddell. Quick first step. Going up for the shot and fouled from behind.
And that will be Liddell's fourth. I mean, he's just kind of...
Excuse me, sorry. I thought they called the foul on the block from behind. That's Liddell's fourth, sorry. Charge called.
And we'll see Davis taking across the timeline. He's had a great game, had to come out in that third because of his tech, but he and Fernandez are definitely have to get going here. They need to knock down some three-point shots.
Here's a kick to the corner. Hampton, 1-2, lets it fly and knocks it down from the far corner.
And finally, that's the first of the night.
Here's Fernandez on the steal again. Tips that pass, now working inside. Bumped by Flint. Foul called. See if they say he was shooting there. I'll say it was on the ground.
They have to keep being aggressive, though. They're slowly clawing back in this game. If they can cause Nixa to keep throwing those rainbow passes, keep getting in transition, can definitely have a chance at coming back. There's still a lot of basketball left in this game.
And it's just Nixa with those passes. It's just don't be lazy. Keep throwing hard passes. I know you're up by a good amount here, but don't just let them come back into this. Miller, good rebound and back up. Coach Brock Blancett of the Nixa Eagles will call a full timeout. And Miller, up to 10 points. I mean, a quiet 10 from Cameron Miller. I didn't even realize he was up there.
I mean, I was looking to see how much he had. I definitely thought he was. I was about to say he's having a great game. He stepped up great in his role, but 10, he's done a great job. He's been getting after on the rebounds. I believe most of his points have come off putback layups, but he's definitely stepped up in his role.
Nixa leads 53-47. We'll step aside. Parkview will have the ball out of the Nixa timeout there. Just now entering a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Parkview had a little run there, and then Nixa able to kill the momentum and calls a timeout to talk it over. Hook to the corner. from Davis. Now swung around. Fernandez fires the three, too strong. And Kellis will get the rebound.
And if Parkview can get that shot to Kellis, they got one. And they instantly get a turnover. They need to keep doing that, but they're going to have to get those 2-point shots to go. They've been scored almost exclusively inside. They look almost like Nixa was for most of the season. Well, except for this game, Nixa's been able to knock down the triple, but you can't be one-dimensional.
Fernandez could move, hop steps through the lane, and uses the right hand to flip it up and in.
And Davis and Fernandez have been, on fire. 15 and 12 for the two of them. They need to keep it up.
There, Flint just kind of throws it away. Fernandez, acrobatic steal. Davis slows it down to Xavion Allen. Passes inside Hampton, going up and fouled by Randy Flint.
I like the way they're playing, able to get those steals, putting their body around Fernandez. I mean, that's a steal being able to find Davis, but they have to keep it up, keep forcing turnovers, keep going on this big run.
Hampton is able to hit the first free throw. Now Hampton, a leader on this team with 8 points. He's one of the 3 seniors. I think he's the only one actually playing right now. So definitely one of the leaders on this team that's filled with younger juniors like you've mentioned all game. Hampton with the second free throw, and all of a sudden it's back to where we started at the end of the first half, started the second. It's a 12-point game here.
And they've battled back beautifully. It's right there. Not much you can do with the Knights' size, but I feel like they've done a pretty good job of containing him. He's at 16, a lot of free throws.
Fernandez comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer. It won't go, but Davis is there for the offensive rebound. Mathan Ajayi tips it away. Good defense from Ajayi there in the post.
And that's what we see with those long arms a lot. He's definitely a versatile defender, being able to guard both inside and out.
Kellis left wide open, knocks down the three-pointer. That's a big three from Ty Kellis.
And he's been on fire. He's only missed once or twice from three, and he's been the leading scorer of it.
Davis falls to the ground. Crispin's there, and timeout called by Parkview.
Miller's shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, Miller holding that right shoulder. Hope he's okay. Like we mentioned, he's had a great game so far. Great awareness, though, from Parkview head coach there to call the timeout.
And we've seen it. He's just been commanding one game. He's definitely done a great job. He has a great game plan to be able to keep it pretty close. Nixa kind of pulling away a little bit. Parkview's going to need to keep it up, keep playing off momentum, try to get something going from the three-point layup, which they've only been able to hit one tonight.
Nixa leads by 17 here in the fourth. We'll be back. .431 left in the fourth. Parkview basketball. They are left with one timeout. Nixa with three. Davis bringing it out, setting the offense for the Vikings. Davis gets the switch onto Cameron Miller and loses the ball, picked up by Kellis. Fernandez guarding him, but they just called goaltending there, but it was going any other way, so.
It feels like Nixa starting to pull it right towards the end. It's going to be hard for Parkview to come back. I mean, they were getting a charge. They went down 12 and looked like they could. But,
Nixa just took that momentum back.
Fernandez takes the screen, working inside. Brings it back out. Pass to Davis, and he was looking for a man, and Fernandez throws it out of bounds. I think that was just a miscommunication here for Parkview.
Those little things were going to kill them. You know, those turnovers early in the game would show up and they go down big. If they could come out to a hotter start, it might have been a little bit different. And they just came out flat offensively. Nixa was hitting some shots decently. They were able to heat up in the second. If you have a better first, I mean, you're definitely more into this game.
Jai back over for Flint just now, a little over halfway through the fourth quarter. Flint tries a three, just rims out. McKnight, good rebound, down low and right back up.
And just right there, that was just using his athleticism, being able to take advantage of Chrisman not being, you know, almost that black guy.
Fernandez dancing around, kicks to the corner. One more to the wing, now gets the ball back. McKnight guarding. Fernandez will pull up and leaves it short on the three-point attempt.
And that's really what's killed them. Their three-point shooting, they've only hit one tonight. And not being able to go has made them so one-dimensional. Nick's just kind of sitting there. They're sitting in that, a lot of people around that paint in the air, especially Chrisman, and he's not the most agile or versatile player. And he kind of just clogs that paint up and they swing it around the arc until they miss a three.
Kellis fed inside for Miller. He tries the 15-footer. Ajayi, good rebound, falls to the floor, so it's going to be a travel. .235 left. Nixa has built a 21-point lead here after Parkview had a little surge to start the fourth. There, Nixa gets a steal up for Ajayi. Ajayi goes up with the right hand and finishes at the hole. That's going to force a timeout out of the Parkview Vikings. You know, turnovers have just plagued them here in the fourth quarter.
And it felt like they were on, you know, a run to get back into this game, and it's kind of got interrupted. They threw a turnover and it completely halted momentum. Nixa was able to go on about a 4-0, 6-0 run and halted it.
23-point lead for the Eagles here in the fourth. Timeout called by the Vikings. We'll be back. Vikings with the basketball after the Nixa score coming out of the timeout. Ajayi draws the charge there. Good defense from Mathan Ajayi and way to put his body on the line.
You're exactly right, putting his body on the line. Ajayi, you know, outside of the turnover, played a very good game. He's able to force two, got a steal, and then drawing that foul, and then able to get a layup.
Ajayi swings inside for Miller. One more, pressing, far corner. Two short on that three-point attempt. Fernandez will bring it down for the Vikings. Get inside, it gets the foul and the finish. Sam Kranz sets the scores table for the Nixa Eagles.
This would be his first minutes of the year, if I'm not mistaken. He's an amazing defender. He's got long arms. He also has some pretty big hands, which can also help with his length. And he's just a smart player. He doesn't gamble a ton, but when he does, he almost always comes away with a steal. He can guard up on most players using his length. He's about 6'2", 6'3", I believe, 6'1". And he can guard both inside and out. He's a very versatile player.
As Miller comes to the bench, he had a great game, 10 points, great rebounding.
And he plays his role so well. He's being that guy that can get in there, match up with the bigger guys, being able to get in there, get some more rebounds for Nixa. He's played a great game tonight.
Liddell gives it to Kranz. Kranz getting double teamed, right back to Liddell. Preston, good move, gets its man in the air, and the layup as well.
And that's something you don't see a lot of. I mean, Preston, he's primarily in that three-point game, but an impressive move right there. I mean, I thought he might have was just going to go up strong into them, but recognized that Hernandez was going to gamble, got the pump fake up in the air, and got the bucket.
Davis spins, kicks Fernandez right back out for Cordell Davis. McKnight guarding him. Davis gives to Hampton, right back. Now Hampton will step into a three. Won't go. Ajayi, nice save there into the hands of Logan Presson. Pressing, gives it to McKnight, who goes behind the back, shoots, misses. It's going to be out of bounds off Parkview.
And right there,
I think Preston had the momentum there. I mean, I think the pass just came a bit too early.
Yeah.
McKnight, obviously, knowing how smart he is, he's going to keep cutting. I think if he would have went in more 1-2 dribbles, he had the layup potentially and the pass. Here he is, though. Gets blocked from Ethan Fernandez. Liddell tried to save it, but his foot stepped out of bounds. As this game comes to a close, though, it is this atmosphere in here, it's a little bit of a smaller gym, so enclosed. I think if Parkview, if they grow to be a better team next year with more experience, I mean, the atmosphere in here will be amazing, especially with packed out, like if districts were here or something.
And,
it's so loud in here already.
And if they can get more people in the stands, I mean, when they were going in that run, that would have been big time for the momentum. They have so much, I mean, it just echoes in here, the noise. And, like you said, next year, they definitely have a chance to be pretty good.
Allen gets the steal, Euro steps, and gets the layup as well right after. As this game comes to an end, Nixa leads by 20.
And they might just dribble this one out, but an impressive game from Kellis. He was knocking down his three-pointers, getting to the rim really well, just using his size to his advantage.
Parkview still trapping Liddell in the backcourt. Kranz is there to get the pass. The clock will run out, and that will do it here at Parkview High School. 66-46. The Nixa Eagles take care of business here. A little bit of a comeback from the Vikings. They held on for the majority of this game. Nixa able, though, at the end of that third and fourth, just able to pull away and secure the win.
And, you definitely showed they were going on that run, like you said, if they were coming back, and then just felt like they threw a couple turnovers, got a little bit too ahead of themselves, and it completely halted the run that they were on. If they can, next year clean that up, they'll have a lot more experience under their belt. They can definitely be a much better team.
So that will do it here at Parkview High School. I want to say thank you for everyone that tuned in tonight, and from Evan Brett and myself, Brady Richard, from